everyone, my name is Josh, and today we are talking about the movie Bottoms. Bottoms is a queer coming-of-age story that tells the story of two best friends that unite to start a fight club with secret motives that kind of blow up in their face. I want to start off by saying, before I even start talking about this movie, that 2023 feels like the reset year for the comedy genre. I feel like we've gone through the last decade of just failed attempts to make comedy actually work. And this year has blessed us with my favorite film of the year, Joyride. It has blessed us with No Hard Feelings. It has given us Slaughterhouse more recently. And now you can add Bottoms to that list as well. Bottoms is a truly, truly funny film. It is a film that feels almost a little bit out of time because it doesn't feel modern by any sense. A lot of the story beats, a lot of the in-universe, so to say, kind of feeling time-wise, and even the soundtrack feels like something from the early 2000s. Like, I genuinely loved this movie. There were so many times that I was near tears while watching this movie. And I walked out of this film immediately wanting to go back and rewatch it. And that to me is the highlight of truly the signs of a great comedy. Like, everyone in this cast is honestly remarkable. Rachel Sennott, Ayo Edebiri, Cruz, and honestly, that list goes on. Probably the scene stealer for me was Marshawn Lynch. He plays one of the teachers, he plays the club advisor, and he just has some of the funniest lines. And as the credits are rolling, you kind of get to see him ad lib, and I was just awestruck by his comedic timing. Edebiri and Sennott just have such great chemistry together that I feel like they are the glue, they are the heartbeat of this story. If you don't have two performers at the core of a film like Bottoms, then everything else around it falls apart. And truth be told, it's their chemistry that really lays the foundation for a truly awesome ensemble piece, because at the end of the day, Bottoms is an ensemble piece. I walked away with this movie kind of just asking the question, what universe does this movie take place in? Bottoms is a movie that does not take itself seriously, almost at all. I'd probably say 97% of this movie is over-exaggerated, and I'm here for it. When this film hits some more of its dramatic beats, it really hits them hard, and you really tend to feel for these characters. But fear not, because a true laugh is only a few beats behind. And that's the thing that I really loved about this movie, is that even when it was dramatic, and even when you were feeling the emotions that these characters were going through, there was always something that was coming ridiculous, crazy, out of the box that was going to be right behind those emotions to make you laugh and kind of break that tension. And I think it's really rare that a movie can balance those two things, to have these really deep emotions and then break them so quickly without really kind of nullifying one or the other. Music choices in this movie are absolutely incredible. The Total Eclipse of the Heart sequence in this movie may be one of my favorite scenes in any film in 2023. Complicated's another great choice, not to mention that they had a entire plethora of other artists that I had never heard of, and I'm really gonna be diving deep into their discography because all the music in this movie was awesome. The direction here, absolutely impeccable. Emma Seligman, this is her follow-up to Shiva Baby, and everyone has told me that I need to see this movie, and I'm walking out of Bottoms kicking myself for not watching it, and now it has jumped to the top of my to-watch list. Seligman just is an absolute asset to the way that this movie is just shot, the way the camera moves, and just the way that the story told is just absolutely 100% just perfection. Honestly, the comedy of this movie is, like I said, it's one of the best comedies of the year. It is in the ballpark of Cocaine Bear, the aforementioned Joyride, No Hard Feelings, Slaughterhouse. This is one of the best comedies of the year, and I would dare even say that this may find its way into my top 10 best films of the year. I really love this movie. All right, let's run this one through the Rorschach rating scale, even though I kind of been showing my hand the entire video. I'm going to go ahead and give Bottoms a 4.5 out of 5. I think this movie is front to back hilarious, heartfelt, just a wild time. Like, I wish I could talk about some of the crazier elements in here, but it dives into spoiler territory. The cast is great. The direction's great. I am going to go check out Shiva Baby because of this movie, and probably make time in my schedule, as busy as it is, to try and catch this one again before it leaves the theater. If you guys have seen Bottoms, what did you guys think? Comment below. Let me know. Bottoms is now playing in limited release from Orion Pictures, and if you guys have seen it, like I said, let me know what you think. But let's talk about mental health. If you're new to our content, Mental Health Moment is where we'll take a theme of mental health out of the film, which we're talking about, open up, talk about it for a few moments in the hopes to deconstruct the stigma surrounding mental health. There's a point in the movie where Lynch's character is kind of opening up about his more recent issues that have been going on in his personal life, and he ends his monologue by saying men need to open up more. And there's a lot of themes in this movie that, being a cisgender male, that I'm not going to try and tackle because these movies are, I really enjoy these movies, but thematically speaking, I don't feel qualified to talk about some of the more feminine issues that this movie addresses. But I think this movie hits it right on the nail and saying that men need to open up more about their mental health. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to try and broaden that up anymore because that's said, spoken so well, so beautifully. And if you were someone you know is watching this, links are in the show notes below. Whether you're male, female, non-binary, this is the reason we create this content, is so that you know, A, you're not alone, B, you're not a burden, C, you have value, and D, there's always a reason to hold on for tomorrow. So stay with us, please, and grab our resources down below. As I said before, Bottoms is now playing in limited release from Orion Pictures. You guys in the show notes below will find links to all of our podcasts on our podcast network, more movie reviews like this, what you're watching right now, links to our social media, Patreon, and most importantly, our mental health resource library. And hit that subscribe button while you're down there. And stay classy, because we have a whole bunch of content from Genre Blast coming for you guys in the next couple of weeks, and more involving that kind of stuff, plus our 24-hour stream. So until next time, remember to stay classy.